Hello, friends, and welcome back to another episode of Good Game Grabs. Man, Zesty and I are so tired. We're sick and tired of being sick and tired. We are now on like the tail end of being sick. Sorry we couldn't put out more content for you guys. I mean, just the timing of things lately has been terrible. But anyway, we're down here in the Dirty Dungeon. We've got a bunch of hats. Ignore this DS box. We got a bunch of hats here that we just sold on Whatnot. We sold 36 hats. We actually had two Whatnot auctions of hats. We had so many that we had to split the auctions into two because otherwise we would have been there forever. And I like to keep my Whatnot auctions a little smaller, you know, but we ended up selling about almost 70 hats out of like the probably 150, 200 that we had sitting around, both for like 90 to 100 bucks per show. So not bad considering how much we get our hats for at the bins. Moving forward with that though, I do think that I'm going to end up picking up hats again because for a while there, I wasn't. We literally were just overflowing with hats and I didn't know what to do. I got freaked out. I was like, are we ever going to sell these things? I don't know. Also, kind of need to think about what I'm going to do with the remainder of hats. I think we've got probably somewhere in the realm of like 70 to 80 hats that have nowhere to go right now. We might throw some in the booth. We might throw some in a garage sale. We'll see what happens when the springtime comes around. Also, if you guys are wondering why we number our hats, there's two ways that you can do your Whatnot auctions. You can actually set up individual listings for each item that you're going to auction off, or you can just do a number system. So I just do random hat on screen. I add that as a product, and then I just do a quantity of 100, just for example. And then that way, whenever something sells, it just goes up a number. So for this person's order, they have number 36, number 34, and so on. I can go over to the bag over there and grab the necessary hats and complete the order. Also just had the random thought, if any of you guys want me to do more like tutorials and like basic just tips and stuff on Whatnot stuff, let me know in the comments down below. Anyway, let's get to packing these hats. We're going to use a ton of our 8x6x5s, which is like our favorite shipping box that we have here. These are our 8x6x5s. We also probably will grab some random boxes that are for bigger orders that have a bunch of hats in them as well. But most orders were, you know, between 3 and 5 hats, which should fit in here. I actually need a larger box for this many. This one person bought so many hats from us, almost $50 worth of hats for this one order alone. We're gonna need a bigger box. And sometimes you get those weird boxes that have the hole in the bottom there, the little gap. So I just tape a little extra box that I have inside there. So it's all good. Now we can fill our hats up in this litter box. Quite literally a litter box. Some of you guys might remember this really cool Budweiser, like kind of newsboy hat sort of thing. I don't know, super stained, but it's still sold for $2 or $3. It might have even gone for a little bit more than that. Just a really neat hat, but it just goes to show, even if something is stained up, if it's cool and vintage, it still definitely might sell, you know, for a few bucks. We're definitely going to cut this box down as well because the hats really come up to about here. So we're gonna do a little cutting on these corners, get it all packed down. This box is stubborn. This box is stubborn. I guess that is the one trade-off for these boxes that are made really well, is they're a lot harder to manipulate, but should be all good to go. Send it, weigh it and send it. If y'all were curious which hat went for the most on this auction, it was this little Masters, vintage Masters hat. Golf, obviously, Golf Masters. Really neat, really clean. Got it in the bins, I'm pretty sure. Actually, I might have gotten this from a garage sale, if I remember correctly. I don't know. Either way, I know we paid next to nothing for this guy, and it's just a sweet hat. You gotta love like a good vintage hat that has the rope on the front there. Just a cool hat. So I ended up using only one 8x6x5 today because honestly, I needed a bunch of bigger boxes for not only hats that need to maintain their shape, and also only because we had like maybe 5 buyers total. So it was a low amount of buyers that were buying a lot of my hats, and however it goes, I'm happy with it. Also, this very quickly turned into a 3-bag day between including late Saturday into Sunday shipments from eBay. And then there's a couple giant packages from eBay as well in that one. And then the rest is going to be all the hats right here. Also, you guys might be wondering what we've done with the hat space now that we have the room. And that is actually a shelf for stuff that is needing of love is what we call them, or just project clothes. If we buy stuff that's stained from the bins or whatever, which we're not scared. We love a good oxy bath or whatever. We just put them right here now, so we kind of have a visual representation of, oh, and honestly, guys, it is time. We need to do something with these clothes. We're gonna give all these an oxy bath, get them clean in the regular washer, and then list these. But yeah, this is just a bunch of like stained up stuff that just needs some love. So that's what we have for this shelf now. The iteration in the future, who knows? I got to do something with that shelf. It's literally just nonsense right now. These are the shelves that we keep our clothes on, as most of you guys know. We got hats down low. We've got merch clothing in here, which we have not forgot about, guys. We're eventually going to get back to that. But yeah, this is what it's looking like right now. Okay, guys, with that being said, it is off to the post office. This is a little short video. I just wanted to give you guys an update on what's going on down here, at least a little update. When we get to feeling 100%, which will hopefully be in the next couple of days, we're definitely going to bring you a new video. We're also on the verge of going to garage sales. It's garage sale season, so I'm very excited about that. Definitely going to bring you guys some garage sale videos. But anyway, guys, if you like the content, hit the sub button down below. If you haven't, hit the like button. It costs you nothing to do and supports the channel. We love you guys, and we'll see you later on the next grab. Bye for now.